The question is, in 2-year-old races, who has the advantage? Girls or boys when it comes to competing against one another? So continuing on the 2-year-old line of what we've been talking about this week with Keeneland kicking into the mix, an interesting thing that you might see going forward is fillies running against boys. And I know people have different feelings about it, but as 2-year-olds, it's not as big a deal. Actually, sometimes fillies have the advantage. So in 2-year-old races, especially early on when you're running 4.5, 5 furlongs, men, my apologies, women, you're gonna love this. Girls mature quicker than boys. So when it comes to these baby races, when they're short distances, the girls come to hand a little bit quicker. The fillies get a little bit fitter, faster. They sometimes are quicker than boys. So it's sometimes an advantage to have a filly in a boys race when it comes to the 2-year-old division. Now, when these horses start moving into their 3-year-old year, that's when the boys start coming into their own. They fill out, they grow, they mature more. And that's when more of that physical dominance over girls starts to happen in terms of just raw physicality. But as a 2-year-old, fillies can have an advantage against boys. And when I used to train, I'd run fillies against boys first time out. Sometimes even in other races I'd run them because it wasn't as big a deal. The girls don't typically notice, as long as you put them in a position to kind of get towards the lead, stay near the front, not get knocked around and intimidated. If you put them in a position where they can kind of relax, be themselves, and perform, it doesn't make that big of a deal at this stage in these 2-year-old races, girls versus boys. So if you see that angle in a race, don't write off the fillies. Sometimes it is a big advantage.